Hey there, I'm Jake Panasevich, and this is a 10-minute hip opening sequence. You're going to start in tabletop, wrists straight across your mat and under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and inhale, arch your back, look forward. Exhale, round your spine, look towards your navel, and twice more like that. And with your next inhale, find a neutral spine and pelvis. Tuck your toes if they aren't already, and step back for down dog. Hey, down dog, if you haven't already, slide your feet back another 2 to 3 inches from tabletop. Feet inner hips width apart, bend your knees enough to create a little lift out of your low back. And as you inhale, and step your right foot around your right hand. Yeah, all the way to the outside of your right hand. Lower your back knee super gently. Get patted up if you need. And turn your right foot at a diagonal to the right. And make sure your right knee points the same direction as your foot. And so much as you can keep that alignment, you can bring your hands forward and wide like goalposts. Bend your elbows wide. And eventually you come onto your forearms. And take a breath, root your right heel heavy. To scissor square your right hip back. Okay, come on up and step back. Switch sides. Inhale, left foot to the outside of your left hand. Lower your back knee super gently. And turn your left foot 15 degrees to the left. Make sure your knee points over your second and third toe. And so far as you can keep that alignment and settle in for your hip opener. Nail down the ball of your big left toe mound. In relationship to that, widen your left knee left inner thigh flows back, left outer hip wraps back. So just tracing the seams of your legs to open up your hips deeply. Okay, come on up. Step back for dog. Inhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Low lunge. Okay, round 2. And turn your right foot at a diagonal to the right again. This time come onto the outer edge of your right foot. Most importantly here, flick your toes up. Engage your foot. Okay, and bring your hands in front and wide. Your right knee could go wider than your foot for this one. Just so long as there's no twist or turn in your right foot. That move in your right foot, pull it back towards the wall behind you. Eventually you can come onto your forearms. Come on up. Step back. Switch sides. Inhale, left foot to the outside of your left hand. Lower your back knee super gently. Turn your left foot at a diagonal, come onto the razor edge of your left foot. Okay, most importantly here, engage your foot. Okay, that'll protect your knee. Okay, and your knee could go wider than your foot, almost like a pigeon shape, so far as your foot turns at the same rate as your knee. So in so many words, watch this ankle doesn't sickle or twist. Pull your front foot towards the back wall. Come on up and step back, down dog. Inhale, come to the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the front. Feet hips width apart, lift halfway up, hands on your hips, and come on up to stand. Okay, I'm going to turn to face you so you can see feet hips width apart, feet straight forward. Bend your knees deeply like a downhill skier. Weight in your right foot, rest your left shin across your right thigh like a figure 4. Okay, flex this right foot. Okay, you take your left foot, take your right hand to the left sole of your foot to remind it to flex. And left hand to your inner left knee, lift your inner knee up to set your left inner thigh back, hips back. Okay, step it down. Second side, weight in the left foot. Rest your right shin across your left thigh. Flex your right foot. And it's most important to protect your knee and sit heavy, hips back. Okay, and step it down and take a wide stance. Okay, wide enough your ankles are underneath your wrists when you extend them out. And turn your right foot to the front. Bend your right knee deeply for side angle pose. Right elbow on your right thigh, left arm by your ear. Hips and chest square towards the wall you're facing. And come on up. Straighten your right leg. Turn your right foot in, left foot out. Bend your left knee deeply. Side angle, left forearm to your left thigh. Right arm by your ear. Spin your chest open. And come on up. And turn your feet towards the wide edge of your mat. Bound out in the middle. Touch the floor in front of you. Bend your knees enough to clear your back and touch. And lift halfway up. Hands on your hips, come up to stand. And lie back on your mat. You're going to sit down, lie back on your mat, all the way down. And bend your knees, place your feet. Rest your right shin across your left thigh. Flex your right foot. And let both legs fall to the left till your right sole of the foot hits the floor. Angle your right knee towards the ceiling. Look right. Root your right shoulder down. And bring it back to center. And second side, left shin. Rest across the right thigh. Flex your foot. And let both legs windshield wiper to the right till your left sole of foot hits the floor. Angle your left knee towards the ceiling. Look left. Root your left shoulder down. Okay, and come on back to center. Bend both knees in. Hold your shins. For happy baby, rock and roll side to side. And rock it up to sit, please. Okay, right leg out. Left knee in. For Janu Sirsasana, twist to the right. Reach your left hand for your right foot or shin or whatever you could get. Okay, more importantly than reaching your foot, get your right leg to root down completely. And right hand to the outside of your right shin on the floor. Tip your weight more on your left hip. Twist right and bow. And inhale, come on up. And second side, left leg out. Right knee in, twist to the left. Reach your right hand for your left foot or shin, whatever you could get. Okay, use your left hand to the outside of your left shin on the floor to get your weight heavier in your right hip. Twist left as you fold. And come on up. Bend both knees in, soles of your feet touch. For Baddha Konasana, hands behind you, knees wide. You never want to push them down, but think knees apart. And inner edges of the feet could open up. Flick your toes up. If your knees are even or below your hips, you could come forward and hold the inner edges of your feet. If your hip flexors start to bind, if your knees are above your hips, you could prop up or stay upright. Hands behind you. And when you come out of this one, hands to corresponding knee. Close your legs gently like a book. And that's your 10-minute quick fix hip opening sequence. My name's Jake. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for joining me. Namaste.